Welcome to I'm the Best Mom. I trust you all are keeping well and staying safe. I'm the Best Mom. We are committed to make your motherhood a joyful experience. And we understand that motherhood do comes with a lot of sad experience. We need to collective knowledge. We need to have the collective knowledge and suggestion from specialized doctors and experts. How a doctor thinks and how you think. And we always carry a butterfly effect within us. Cover page, cover story comes with the answers. And we have been addressing various topics which are of great interest to us to understand with a lot of inquisitiveness. And today, we will also be having a very, very informative session in cover page, cover story. Children are very sensitive, so their smile and teeth. And we always look forward for their beautiful smile. A number of factors can cause the child to get declined dental and oral health. Tooth decay due to baby at a very early age to their adolescent journey. We need to act some point to have a better result of this. We will go deep into it, but while coming to the topic, it's very important to understand one line which Dr. Anuj is always saying, what a doctor thinks and how we think. So before getting into the session, I would love to share a beautiful success which has helped a positive vibe in the community. And many a times when we go to a doctor, we go with a very preconceived mind and without understanding how the last night has been with the doctor. Was he completely on the job, saving somebody's life, struggling? So here, the story goes like this. A 8 months old baby was playing with a pendant. Just imagine 8 months with a pendant and accidentally put it in his mouth. He ingested the locket and that got stuck in the throat. He choked. Obviously, as a concerned parent, rushed to Dr. Anuj OPD. Immediately, he performed the X-ray and found a sharp-based pendant in the neck area. Without a moment delay, he conducted an endoscopy and get the locket out. But yes, here comes the expertise, the experience, and the support from the other colleagues who are legends in themselves. This is a collective effort. The right kind of address need to be done. Now, this is where we need to understand that what the doctor is going through. So this is how it was. You all can see there is a very sharp locket in the throat area. And with a lot of effort, with the collective measures, this could be like this, the happy moment which all the doctor and the parents would look forward to see. But most important is the appreciation, which is equally very important when we see a doctor. We have been seeing Dr. Anuj Rastogi in the cover page, cover story, and addressing and questioning the experts on the other side and asking very simple questions, which we believe. But sometimes this question, while going from the doctors, address a lot of other concern which we are keeping to us. And ultimately, this is what is the reward, the appreciation from the community with more than 8 million views and lot of appreciation. So this is a occasion which is, let us say a big thank to Dr. Anuj Rastogi for continuously supporting the parents in a different format, different ways you have been addressing with your other initiatives, keeping in mind. And we are all very thankful for your insights and informations which you have been sharing through the digital platform. So coming back to today's session, we have Professor Dr. Renu Dagar. She is a pediatric and preventive dentistry at Dagar Dental Clinic, Meerut. It's a wonderful and great pleasure to have Dr. Renu with us. And I would request Dr. Anuj Rastogi, sir, to take on the session. And once again, sir, a heartiest congratulations from I'm the Best Mom.
Thank you, Deepani. Thank you. As a pediatrician, when I treat children or I advise something to them and I see the result of that advice and I feel very happy. But that is one part of the body which is where I totally fail, missed out or fail. Like whenever a child who is visiting to me on regular basis, and they are following my advice on nutrition, vaccination, but somehow they miss advice on teething or teeth problem. And when that child become 3.5 year old or 4 year old, and then it looks miserable. जिस बच्चे को कभी एक एंटीबायोटिक भी नहीं दी गई, उसके दांत सब टूट गए हैं आगे से, and their carious teeth or their front teeth has gone. So bite has affected, and the look of the child, smile of the child has defected. Although I keep saying them, whenever you have a first eruption of tooth, you should start doing brushing, and you should do teeth brushing, especially in the night, to save your child from the caries or tooth decay. But somehow it is an emotional quotient, and parents and grandparents, they keep providing candies and ice creams and toffees, so, and they don't take care of the teeth cleaning part, because teeth looks normal and they have a concept in their mind, ये तो दूध के दांत हैं, टूट जाएंगे, आगे सही आएंगे. So ये एक प्रीफेस है आज के प्रोग्राम का, and there are many common dental problems for which parents are going to the doctors, and they are little confused because of this primary dentition और ये deciduous teeth और दूध के दांत के लिए. There are common dental problems like tooth decay, sometimes halitosis. Few parents come for halitosis or bad breath. Few parents complain of sensitive teeth, कि बच्चे को ठंडा या गर्म खाते हुए दांतों में लगता है. Thumb sucking is also one issue. Gingivitis is also one issue. Teeth grinding is a very common issue. Parents उसके लिए सोचते हैं कि बच्चा दांत की खिड़खिड़ाता है, तो we should write a medicine for worms. कीड़े की दवाई मांगना दांत खिड़खिड़ाने के लिए बहुत ही आम एक मिथ है सोसाइटी के अंदर. कुछ बच्चों के मुंह के अंदर छाले हो जाते हैं, एप्टस अल्सरेशन जिन्हें कहते हैं. कुछ बच्चों की जो टीथ हैं वो लूज हो जाते हैं. दे डोंट नो वेदर टू रिमूव दीज टीथ और दे शुड नॉट रिमूव दीज टीथ, या वो अपने आप फॉल हो या उसे पहले से निकाल दें. कुछ बच्चों के जो प्राइमरी डेंटिशन है, उनके टीथ वहीं के वहीं लगे रह जाते हैं और उसके पीछे से दूसरा टूथ निकलने लगता है, और समटाइम निकल ही नहीं पाता. वो प्राइमरी जो टूथ है वो वहाँ पे स्टिक कर जाता है, स्टे करता है. और साथ में बच्चे को डेंटल सीट पे बैठने की एंजाइटी, जहाँ पे सबसे बड़ा रोल फिर पीडियाट्रिक डेंटिस्ट का आता है, वो कैसे उन बच्चों को टैकल करते हैं. अब इस ब्रीफिंग के साथ मैं प्रोफेसर रेनू डागर से पूछना चाहूँगा कि व्हाट शुड बी द आइडियल टाइम टू विजिट टू ए पीडियाट्रिक डेंटिस्ट. When should a patient should come to a pediatric dentist for checkup? जब दांत में कीड़ा लग जाए या उससे पहले?
So actually, what we suggest that the child has to make a visit when the child is 6 months of age till he gets 12 months of age. Between that, he must make a visit whether he's having pain or he's not having any pain. Rather, we are advocating for prenatal visits of the parents also nowadays. But that is something that many people are not aware of. But at least when the child is 6 months of age till 12 months, he should make one visit. Even if no problem, then also. Because we can guide them how to take care of the oral hygiene and how can they proceed further so that they do not develop the preventive part of the dentistry, that they do not develop any problem if they come at that particular time. Taking care of gum pads. Parents think that they don't have teeth, so they should not go. They should go after the teeth erupt. So even if the tooth is not erupting, then also taking care of gum pads is also important.
Okay, so you tell how to take care of the gum margin before teething or before eruption of tooth.
So basically, we have to take care of the cleanliness of the gum pads. When the tooth is not there, those ridges, alveolar ridges, we call gum pads. So that time, like if the child is too small, an infant when we are talking about. So we'll use a watch piece, or we can take a soft cotton cloth and we can wrap it on the finger, and we can, with the help of the lukewarm water, we can clean those alveolar ridges, the gum pads. And when the child is, we see that first tooth has erupted. It may be previous to 6 months also, at times 5 months, 4.5 months, and it can be 7 to 8 months also. That time we should start with the finger brushes. That we have many non-fluoride toothpaste that we advise at least till the age of 2.5 years to the child. So those non-fluoride toothpaste along with finger brushes, they are the best for the child. And once the child is above 2.5 to 3 years, then we can switch to the fluoride toothpaste. And finger brushes till the child is not able to brush, hold the brush, or take care, can start brushing himself. We can gradually teach, and when the child is about 1.5 to 2 years, we can switch on to the brushes also,
करेक्ट।
small kids brushes.
डॉक्टर रेनू ने बताया कि 6 महीने से लेके 12 महीने तक का टाइम है, तब बच्चा आपके काफी अच्छे कंट्रोल में है, जब वो बहुत ज्यादा अपना ब्रेन यूज नहीं कर रहा है, वो आपको फॉलो करता है। ऐसे में फर्स्ट टूथ इरप्शन से ही अगर आप उसकी टूथ केयर करने लगेंगे या गम मार्जिन की मसाज करने लगेंगे दांत निकलने से पहले ही, तो वो इसके लिए डिसेंसिटाइज रहेगा और यूज टू रहेगा। दूसरा पॉइंट डॉक्टर रेनू ने बताया कि नॉन फ्लोराइड टूथपेस्ट आते हैं मार्केट के अंदर, जो बच्चे को टूथब्रश पे, सॉफ्ट ब्रिस्टल वाले टूथब्रश पे एक पी साइज के अमाउंट में लगा के बच्चे को ब्रश कराया जाता है, और स्पेशली रात को भी जरूर कराना चाहिए दूध पिलाने के बाद। फिर अगर वो बच्चा निगल भी ले, खा भी ले, तो उससे कोई बच्चे को नुकसान नहीं होता। और मैम ने बताया कि 2.5 ईयर के बाद आप उस बच्चे को जो फ्लोराइड
Fluoride,
टूथपेस्ट
we
पे
can switch over.
स्विच ओवर कर सकते हैं। तो आपके लिए पहला तो ये एक टिप है कि आप जैसे ही टूथ इरप्शन हो तभी से आप बच्चे को ब्रश की आदत डाल दें। अगर आपने तभी ब्रश की आदत डाल दी तो वो उस समय यूज टू हो जाएगा, जब तक वो ब्रश को खुद होल्ड करना शुरू करेगा। और फिंगर ब्रश आप उसको बहुत आराम से प्यार से कर सकते हैं।
So yeah, I would say that good habits formation is also important. So by this we are forming good habits. We're starting that
Yeah. So
formation of good
right
habits over life.
right age for making good habit is 6 months to 12 months. उसके बाद बच्चे एक्सप्लोरर हो जाते हैं, अपनी बात को अपने तरीके से करना चाहते हैं, हर एक्सपेरिमेंट को खुद करना चाहते हैं। So, ma'am, kindly guide us how to take care of the oral hygiene of newborn before tooth erupt. One, you have told gum massage, and can we do
So
something?
basically, so when we are like infant is there below 2 years, and then that time one thing is that we should use finger brush, and our main point is that if the gum pads are there, then also there should be no remaining milk should be there. Like when the child drinks milk, he's on the milk diet, that times that a layer is formed, so that should not be there. And through brushing also we have to remove that. And second thing I would like to mention here is that we should also avoid sharing the spoon, because vertical transmission from mother to the child, because it's very common at the age of 2 years also, mothers have a tendency that they eat something, and if the child he forces, then they give the same spoon. So spoon sharing should also be avoided, so that there is no vertical transmission from the mother to the child of the oral bacteria, that is streptococcus mutans. So we should avoid that also. And brushing twice, that is very important. And cleaning of the gum pads twice, like when the mother is taking care of the whole thing, then she has to make it a point that she has to clean it before the bed also. It's very important. And one more thing I would say, that if you're not breastfeeding the child and you're giving the milk uh, from some other source, then try not to use those sugars in it, because that is also a part, like lead to karyogenicity. So we should avoid that also, even 1 or 2 days, but we should not use sugar.
डॉक्टर रेनू ने बताया कि बच्चों को दूध में चीनी डाल के ना दें, शुरू से ही आदत ना डालें, क्योंकि जो शुगर है वो दांतों पे लग के कैरीज बना देती है, टूथ डिके करती है या कीड़े पड़ जाते हैं और आगे चल के वो बच्चों को बहुत परेशान करती है। मल्टीपल विजिट्स होती हैं, रूट कैनाल ट्रीटमेंट्स होते हैं और बहुत परेशानियां आती हैं। कि देखिए बच्चों का जो एनेमल है एडल्ट एनेमल से बहुत थिन होता है, तो बहुत जल्दी डैमेज हो जाता है एसिड से, या अगर कोई भी मीठा पदार्थ उस पर लगा लगा रह जाए तो जो माउथ के बैक्टीरिया है उसके साथ कॉम्बिनेशन करके उसको टूथ डिके में एक प्लेग बन जाता है, एक परत बन जाती है जो उसको अंदर ही अंदर डैमेज करने लगती है। दूसरा डॉक्टर रेनू ने बताया कि जो एडल्ट फ्लोरा है, जो एडल्ट ओरल फ्लोरा है, जो बड़े जनों के माउथ का फ्लोरा है, वो बहुत मैच्योर फ्लोरा है, वो बच्चों के लिए ठीक नहीं है। तो कभी आप आइसक्रीम खा रहे हैं या केक खा रहे हैं या कोई स्वीट खा रहे हैं और आपके साथ बच्चा, आपका छोटा बच्चा उसमें इंटरेस्ट शो करता है, तो अपने मुंह का पीस बच्चे के मुंह में नहीं लगाइए। डॉक्टर डॉक्टर रेनू ने बताया कि अपनी स्पून बच्चे से शेयर मत करिए, वरना जो आपके जो बैक्टीरिया है माउथ के वो बच्चा भी शेयर कर लेगा और उसको उससे प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है। मैम एक बात बताइए, कभी कभी जो बच्चे पैदा होते ही उनके मुंह में टीथ दिखता है, एंटीनेटल टूथ कहते हैं उसको, या कभी कभी बच्चों के जो टीथ निकलते हैं 6 से 12 महीने में निकलते हैं, कुछ बच्चों के आपको टीथ दिखने लगते हैं फर्स्ट मंथ में ही, तो ऐसे बच्चों को उस टीथ को क्या करना चाहिए, छोड़ देना चाहिए या उसको निकाल देना चाहिए?
So actually, if we see a tooth that is present at the time of birth, we called it a natal tooth. And these type of teeth can be mobile. We have to see whether they are mobile or they are rigid, because according to that we plan our treatment. If the tooth is mobile, then we have to extract it. But if the tooth is non-mobile, that time we try to save it, because it can be a deciduous tooth that has erupted prematurely. So we have to see अगर mobile है and we are planning to extract it, we have to make it a point कि बच्चे का या तो extraction तब तक रोका जाए जब तक वो 10 days का नहीं हो जाता, because body is not forming vitamin K and bleeding, arresting of bleeding would be difficult. Or we should like if we have to extract it before 10 days, then we have to give vitamin K also. We have to administer from outside and intramuscular administration of with vitamin K. We can go ahead with the extraction. And if we find कि वो tooth अगर rigid है, that time we should try to grind it ताकि वो sharp ना रहे, breastfeed करते हुए mother को problem ना करे, so that the child can conveniently take the breastfeed. And we can even put a splint, हम उस पे cover लगा देते हैं so that the breastfeeding is not hindered. लेकिन अगर mobile है, then there are chances of aspiration, so we should not leave it in the mouth and we should get it extracted as soon as possible. And sometimes these natal teeth, they ये neonatal भी होते हैं, they are not at the time of birth, but within a month they erupt. So that in that case also we follow the same protocol. We see the mobility.
ओके। एंड व्हाट इज योर कॉल ऑन टीदर्स, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ टीदर्स के बारे में बहुत बात करते हैं, जैसे मैं तो जनरली बच्चों को टीदर्स के रूप में रॉ कैरेट या रॉ कुकुम्बर बोलता हूँ, थोड़ी देर फ्रिज में रख दें, वो थोड़ा हार्ड हो जाएगा तो बच्चों को दे दें, या ये जो फैंसी टीदर्स आते हैं उनके बारे में आपका क्या कॉल है?
So these fancy teethers are very attractive, not only to the kids but to the parents more at times. And I totally appreciate it if you suggest that raw carrots and all, they should be refrigerated and should be used. Basically, these all are pressure-based treatment for teething. जब हम teething के issues आते हैं like redness, swelling and all, so we go ahead with the pressure-based treatment first. And if symptoms they don't subside, then we have to go for the drug therapy. So basically, if we use these plastic teethers, they have various carcinogenic agents in them. Like we have BPA, bisphenol A, phthalates, etc. We have, so we should not give them bilkul strictly. We should avoid, and in place of that, soft cotton cloth, clean and washed. We can refrigerate it. We can give the child to bite on that. We can give some wooden teethers are also available. We can give them also, but we should avoid these plastic teethers and fancy teethers. And natural carrots, radish, they are the best. Strictly no.
राइट, एक मैम मैं आपसे बहुत एक बेसिक सा क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा कि ब्रश कैसे करना चाहिए बच्चों को. What is the technique of brushing and what should be the optimum time for brushing?
So this is the key to at least half of the problems. If the child understands that how he has to brush. So basically, so for children, we have a very simple technique. That is, we have to keep the tooth, we have to keep the brush at 45 degrees angle to the tooth. And we have to go into circular motion. And here I'd like to tell you one thing. Suppose this is our teeth. So not only the outer surface, but when we open our mouth, that time these inner surfaces, if also if that is there. So basically, we should also take care of these surfaces from where we are chewing the food. So we should take care of these surfaces also. They should be brushed, the internal surface, they should be brushed, and it should be in a circular motion. And when we open, it should be in the straight line. And the internal surfaces and the chewing surfaces especially, because half of the time kids say that, okay, we have brushed the outer surface and they are like, the brushing is done. So parents, they need to tell them that no, you have to open your mouth and you have to, especially from the surfaces from which you are chewing, every surface of the tooth needs to get cleaned and brushing has to be done in all parts. So that is important. So we call it Phones technique, but normally circular motion technique we can say.
Right. कुछ और तरीका है मैम जिससे टूथ डिके, क्योंकि बच्चों में ऑलमोस्ट 20% बच्चों को टूथ डिके हो ही जाता है लेस देन 5 ईयर पे. कुछ और तरीका है जिससे उनको दांत में कीड़ा लगने से बचाया जाए या टूथ डिके से बचाया जाए?
So one thing, before I come to the technique, I would like to add one thing, that we all have to understand that dental caries, जो हम दांत में कीड़ा लगना कहते हैं, it is a multifactorial disease. It depends on many factors, and out of which one of the major thing is brushing. Major factor is brushing, and the second thing is the type of diet we take. ये दो factors ज़्यादा common होते हैं. तो अगर हम ब्रशिंग प्रॉपर कर रहे हैं, इट हेल्प्स अस टू रिड्यूस. बट फिर भी अगर लग गया कीड़ा, या फिर भी अगर लगता है कि कई बार कुछ पेशेंट्स होते हैं जो प्रोन होते हैं डेंटल केरीज के, कुछ बच्चे, हमारा उसका केरीज असेसमेंट का एक तरीका होता है. तो इन दैट पेशेंट्स, इफ वी फाइंड, वी शुड गो फॉर फ्लोराइड टूथपेस्ट, फ्लोराइड जेल्स, वार्निशेस, rinses also above 6 years, because below 6 years we don't allow. Then we have dental sealants also, because pits and fissures जहाँ पर खाना फंसता है, food lodgement होता है, we seal those fissures so that the chances of lodgement of food is decreased. And once the food will not get lodged over there, then there will be less chances that oral bacteria will act upon them. They'll not act, they'll not ferment that food, and acid will not be produced, thereby reducing the decay. So basically, main aim is that we have to reduce the lodgement of the food, and we have to make the tooth more resistant. Fluoride makes the tooth more resistant to the caries attack. So we can go ahead with the fluoride gels, varnishes, topical fluorides, and we can go for dental sealants. If it is not preventable by fluorides, then we can go for the dental sealants, pit and fissure sealants for PC.
What is the schedule for fluoride paints? Fluoride paint के लिए कब डेंटिस्ट के पास जाना चाहिए? There's some schedule या decay होने के बाद जाना चाहिए?
No, sir. So this is one thing that a very sad part, that most of the times many people wait for the pain or wait for the decay to be visible. So if we are, we see a pinpoint, and that time only we take action. So it becomes very good for the child, because he's like, he doesn't have to go through that trauma and all. Once you see a pit, once you see deep fissures are there, that's why we say that if the child is taken to a dentist on a regular basis at the age of 1 year, 1.5 years, then most of the times we are like हम बच जाते हैं उन चीजों से जो प्रॉब्लम बच्चे को हो सकती है या ट्रॉमा हो सकता है, because a dentist can see more than what the parents will see. And even the so most of the times तो आप ही के पास आते हैं pediatricians, they are like they are the first ones to see, so that time only they should be
अभी जैसे एज ए पीडियाट्रिशियन जब मैं किसी बच्चे को बोलता भी हूँ कि आप यू शुड गो फॉर फ्लोराइड पेंट और गो फॉर डेंटल चेकअप एट 6 months or 12 months of age, दे हैव दिस माइंडसेट कि तो प्राइमरी डेंटिशियन है, इसकी क्या केयर करनी है, तो मतलब ये तो जाने ही है, इसकी जगह नहीं आनी है। सो क्या दूध की जो दांत हैं उनकी केयर करना जरूरी नहीं है, और उसका क्या इफेक्ट होगा अगर हम केयर नहीं करते हैं और डिके होता है, तो जो परमानेंट टीथ हैं उन पे क्या इफेक्ट होगा, थोड़ा आप हमारे ऑडियंस को बताएं।
so that is something very important question of the day, that we most of the times parents think that this is milk tooth. So this is not like this. Milk tooth is there, but the thing is it's going to stay in the cavity till the child is 10 to 12 years. All the milk teeth they shed by up to the age of 12 years, 11, after 11 and a half they start we get a permanent dentition. Till that time we need to save them, because they help in many of the things which parents at times they don't understand. Speaking is there. You'll not have a proper speech, and other kids they make fun of it. When the child is reading in the school, when he's playing and he's talking, that time phonetics is not very clear if you have decayed teeth, especially anterior traumatic teeth. So speech is affected. Then we say that eating, when the child will have pain, he will not be able to form a proper bolus in the mouth. And we all know that if the truth is if the food is not grinded properly in the mouth itself, then all the load comes to the stomach and intestine, because the like chewing, bolus formation and digestion, it is done in the mouth only with the help of the various enzymes we have in the oral cavity. So that is also affecting the health of the child. And so along with that I would say that natural teeth are the best space maintainers. They maintain the space for the permanent teeth to come out. And if they are not in their position, that time the permanent teeth, they are like they don't understand where they have to go, where they have to erupt. और फिर हम कहते हैं बच्चे के दांत बचपन में बहुत अच्छे थे, अब टेढ़े मेढ़े हो गए. तो so that is because कि ये जो loss हो जाता है, early loss of the deciduous teeth, it leads to the irregular teeth, टेढ़े मेढ़े दांतों के लिए it leads to that. And moreover, अगर प्राइमरी टूथ इन्फेक्टेड है और उसके आसपास आपका इन्फेक्शन है, पस है, तो उस एनवायरनमेंट में जो परमानेंट टूथ फॉर्म हो रहा है नीचे, दैट इज आल्सो कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड, इट्स क्वालिटी इज आल्सो कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड. And if a tooth is being formed in an infection-free environment, it would be healthier and more resistant to decay than in comparison to the tooth that is formed in the infectious environment. So it's very important by any ways that we should save them.
टूथ डिके इज प्रिवेंटेबल. अगर हम टाइम से डेंटिस्ट के पास जा रहे हैं तो हमारा टूथ डिके प्रिवेंटेबल है. सो मैसेज ये है कि आप सिर्फ टूथ डिके होने का इंतजार मत कीजिए, पेन होने का इंतजार मत कीजिए. आप अपने बच्चों को इतनी केयर कर रहे हैं, बच्चे भी कम हो गए हैं, तो आप डेंटिस्ट से चेकअप के लिए जरूर जाएं, पीडियाट्रिक डेंटिस्ट के पास जाएं, अपने बच्चों का चेकअप कराएं. अच्छा, कुछ बच्चे डॉक्टर रेनू अपना अंगूठा चूसते हैं या उंगली चूसते हैं. Is that harmful, or at what age you should ignore it and at what age you should be taking care of it, or some appliance are used to prevent this?
So here basically the question is like ये आपके habits में आता है, जो बाकी की सारी habits हैं उनमें से ही एक habit ये रहती है tongue thrusting की या thumb sucking की. And thumb sucking especially I would say because बच्चों में होती है ये आदत, तो इसलिए it is taken for granted कि नहीं ठीक है, it's okay, the child will do this. But till the age of 3 we take it as okay, but beyond that, after 3 years the child should be corrected for this. And if he is not leaving this habit, he should leave by the age of 3. And if he's not leaving it, then we should start counseling. And if it is not being handled by the parents, then we should visit to a pediatric dentist, and we should get the child checked for it. Because the thumb sucking in long term, it a constant pressure on the teeth, it leads to proclination of teeth. ये जो फॉरवर्ड प्लेसमेंट हो जाता है टीथ का, प्रोफाइल चेंज हो जाती है, एंड एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत बच्चा भी ही स्टार्ट लुकिंग अगली बिकॉज ऑफ these adverse dental effects. So basically, any kind of sucking of thumb or digit sucking, we say, it should be stopped by the age of 3.
Okay, and after 3 years, we should consult you or consult to the pediatric dentist. And what are the oral symptoms that are causing lisping in lisping in the child? Where lisping is affected by oral hygiene or tooth decays or loss of tooth.
So lisping has nothing to do with oral hygiene most of the times. It's basically the tongue tie that has not been diagnosed. It's one of the main reasons. Because if we'll ask the child ki tongue bahar nikalo, we'll be able to see a bifid tongue tie ke case most of the times. And that is one reason that tongue tie leads to these lisping, and it leads to compromised speech, because the child is not able to take the tongue out. He's not able to touch the tongue on the particular areas of the mouth where it is needed for a proper speech to pronounce certain alphabets. So that time it leads to compromised speech, and again compromised psychology of the child, because he'll avoid speaking. So tongue tie at times, if goes undiagnosed, it leads to some psychological impact also to the child, because he is hesitant while he's speaking. So it's a tongue tie, and it needs to be corrected as soon as it is seen. At the time of birth even, it should be corrected.
अगर फ्रंट टूथ लॉस हो जाए तो भी फोनेटिक चेंज हो जाती है, जीभ बाहर निकलने लगती है, एंड सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू करेक्ट दिस प्रॉब्लम टू प्रिवेंट लिस्पिंग. अगर किसी बच्चे के दांत आगे पीछे हैं या थोड़ा प्रोट्रूडेड हैं तो उन्हें किस एज से ट्रीट करना शुरू करना चाहिए?
So here is one thing that a common belief that okay, the child should only be get treated for the ortho treatment. We call it ortho treatment. It should be done only when the child is 12 years of age or 13 years of age, या जब भी permanent teeth आ जाते. But in the present scenario, it is not like that. We should take an advice of the pediatric dentist, because there are many conditions that can be treated before that. Because जरूरी नहीं है कि सारे permanent teeth चाहिए. Mixed dentition में we have various treatment methods through which plates होती हैं. कम time में we can go for a very good treatment. We can get a very good effect of the treatment. So we should show the child at the age of 7 years also, 8 years also, we should see a pediatric dentist. Or we should go for the checkup. ये अगर possible है तो हम तब करवा सकते हैं. उससे बहुत सारी, especially इसे cross bite I would like to mention, जहाँ पर दांत जो normal relation होता है उससे opposite होता है, तो उस केस में तो बहुत जल्दी correction होता है. It should be treated as soon as it is seen. We should not wait till 12 to 13 years of age.
At around 7 or 8 years of age, you should start working on this.
Yes.
इसमें फिर वेट नहीं करना. जैसे लोगों को ये रहता है कि इसका जो पूरा फेस बोन डेवलप हो जाए,
आएंगे at the age of 13 years, then we'll go. So we should not wait for that. At least we should take an advice of the doctor.
तो अगर ब्रेसिंग जो है वो पहले करी जाएगी तो ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव है और इजी है, कम मेहनत करनी पड़ती होगी फिर, या कम विजिट करनी पड़ती होगी डॉक्टर को.
So we'll not go for braces at that time. We have some removable plates. We have braces एक permanent treatment हो जाता है, और वो कुछ complicated situations में होता है, which we go for after 13 years of age. But many a times जो ortho problems होती हैं वो ऐसी होती हैं कि at the age of 8 years, 7 years, करेक्ट हो सकती हैं with the help of a small plate and within a span of 6 months only, because braces जब हम करते हैं तो it is a time like 1 to 1.5 years minimum हमें चाहिए होता है इसके करेक्शन। यहाँ हमें 4 months में, 2 months में, 6 months में हमें रिजल्ट मिलता है, and not all the cases are for braces. So we should at least go and get it diagnosed कि whether our child needs a plate or do we need braces only. ब्रेसेस चाहिए we should wait, but at least अगर हमारा प्लेट से वो चीज करेक्ट हो सकता है तो why to deteriorate the condition, we should go ahead with it.
करेक्ट। अच्छा डॉक्टर रेनू, मैंने आपसे बहुत सवाल पूछे हैं। लास्ट सवाल ये, जो जो बच्चे ने सेरेब्रल पाल्सी है या स्पेशल नीड वाले बच्चे, उनकी ओरल हाइजीन कैसे मेंटेन करें?
Pardon sir?
उन बच्चों की ओरल हाइजीन कैसे मेंटेन करें? जैसे सेरेब्रल पाल्सी है, बहुत से बच्चे डिसेबल
Yes.
वाले हैं।
So basically special children, it's so sad that most of the times not the society but even at times the parents also, they hesitate taking the child to the dentist because maybe there are other problems so much. For example, you said cerebral palsy. In that case, we know that there are conditions, the child can be monoplegic, hemiplegic, is according to the limb movement that are there, कितना movement हो रहा है, तो हम उस पर focus ज़्यादा करते हैं. We go for physiotherapy, we want the child to speak and everything, but we forget about the dental part of the child. So I would say that it is, we should leave that hesitation. First of all, we should try कि सब, it depends कि बच्चा अगर cerebral palsy का है या डाउन सिंड्रोम का है, उसका IQ कितना है, how much he can take care of the oral hygiene, how much parents can take care of the oral hygiene. But beyond that, if an intervention is needed by the pediatric dentist, then we should not hesitate for that, because उससे हम, we can avoid bigger problems if we go for oral prophylaxis. Like you said, tooth cleaning, एक simple tooth cleaning can avoid major problem and major pain to that child. And so जो further वो है, because I have one of the mother and I think she's a very strong mother, because the only mother I've seen, she always comes to me within a span of 6 to 7 months. She brings her daughter and she's paraplegic, both legs that are not working, and still she manages and gets the cleaning done in every 6 to 8 weeks. And because of that, she is able to avoid the further decay of the teeth, and the girl is doing quite well if I talk about the oral hygiene. So sir, we should not be hesitant and we should go for the power toothbrushes. So Colgate में, Oral B में भी जो special children हैं उनके लिए they are not able to do that properly, वो अपने आप नहीं कर सकते, तो motions के लिए we have power toothbrush, they should be used. And parents की presence में it should be done, cleaning should be done, fluoride rinses should be done, mouth rinsing should be done, and we should try oral prophylaxis also in case if it is required, because it's a very big thing if I say कि mental retardation का अलग protocol है, Down syndrome में cardiac arrest वगैरह का रहता है, तो we don't go for pulpectomies, वो एक अलग situation आ जाती है, इसे oral prophylaxis से ही हमें उसको कोशिश करनी है. So again, it's a very wide thing.
Okay, right. Thank you, Dr. Daga. Deepmani, can you ask some question?
Thank you, Dr. Renu, and a lot of questions, sir, you have already answered through your question, and ma'am, but still there are a few questions which is there, and many questions are in and around how to avoid tooth decay and cavities and children and premature. There is one question which I would like to ask you. This is from Piyush Sukla. Is asking, my child is 5 years of age. He had trauma over the gums over upper incisor, due to which the permanent teeth got exposed through that area due to weakened gum. I got extracted both upper incisors. My question to you, ma'am, will the permanent tooth go and settle in usual place with the age advancement?
Actually, it's a very common thing that primary tooth में चोट लगा and because of that we get it extracted. Now we don't have any option. We'll have to wait and watch. because they are more likely, आगे के जो front teeth होते हैं उसमें बहुत कम chances होते हैं space loss के, so there are more of the chances that the teeth will erupt in their own position. But one thing we have to remember कि क्योंकि ये 7 years से पहले हुआ है तो rate of eruption decrease हो जाता है, तो इसलिए चांसेस ये है कि थोड़ा सा डिले हो सकता है उनके टूथ इरप्शन में। जो नॉर्मल एज होती है 20 से 7 to 8 के बीच में आते हैं, तो मे बी इट कैन टेक फ्यू मंथ्स मोर, बट मोस्ट लाइकली दे विल इरप्ट ऑन देयर पोजीशन।
Right, ma'am. Thank you. There is another question from Ritvi. My daughter is suffering from tooth problems since 8 months. She is 6 years old. Actually, certain her tooth growth is stopped. So please give some of your advice. The growth has been stopped.
Here I always remember a beautiful ad that is coming nowadays on TV, that the girl says that I'm strong because my teeth are strong. So this is one thing, we all know that if the tooth pain will remain, the child will try to avoid the eating food. So basically we need to see and we need to correct the reason why the tooth is having pain, what is the actual problem, and then only the child will be able to eat properly, grind and chew properly, and ultimately he'll or she will get the proper nutrition, because proper nutrition is only possible if we have healthy teeth and healthy mouth. So please show it to some pediatric dentist and get the treatment done.
Right, ma'am. So Akshata is asking, my baby is 1 year, 5 months old. He has black stain on his teeth. Is it a decay or an iron stain?
It's a bit difficult to tell about it without seeing the child, okay, because it's sometimes iron stains are also there, but I would say that rather than just being in dilemma, it would be better to show the child once to her pediatrician or pediatric dentist, and if it is only a stain and it is something leading to caries, then it would be very good if she get it treated this time only, because we wait, हम fitting का wait करते हैं, हम उसमें cavity बनने का wait करते हैं. Initial sign होता है blackness at times, तो अगर आपको blackness दिख रही है, then don't wait. At least you go to the dentist and get it clarified. और अगर वो stain ही है, then it's okay. अगर वो आपका कुछ भी cavity की तरफ start हो रहा है, तो at this time आप बहुत less pain और trauma के साथ बच्चे को treat कर सकते हैं. We have various fluoride paints and other treatments for it.
Dr. Anuj, when you see children coming with this reflux challenges, does it affect their tooth as well? Is there a commonalities?
Yeah, the back part of the tooth is decayed because of that acid reflux. So sometimes the decay of the tooth from backside gives hint of this gastric reflux. It is not uncommon. Even tooth decay is more common with celiac disease. Celiac disease is very common in our area, especially in north. So they present with tooth decays.
Dr. Renu, a very simple question, probably everybody would look forward to know. Let's say when a child gets up early in the morning, or for even an adult, what they should be doing first? Should they cleanse their mouth, have a glass of water, or they straight away go and do their brushing?
Yeah, actually, for adults, it's like they can have their glass of water, then they can go for brushing. But for very small kids, if we talk about toddlers, I would say 1 to 3 years, you cannot put them to either to have their water or to go for brushing. Basically, for such age group, toddlers, we say that they should have their breakfast, like what we say, their milk they should have something to eat. After that, they should go for brush. So in their case, it's a bit different and definitely not applicable for the adults. They should go for brushing rather than eating and having their breakfast.
Right, sir. Any other advice related to any food which need to be taken care for a better tooth? Because sir is always against the sticky food. So there has to be a proper advice for them as well.
Yeah, there are 2, 3 points I would like to say. One is definitely, I totally agree with sir. Sticky food is the main reason because toffees like eclairs and 5-star chocolates, all these they stick to the food and give chance to the oral bacteria to cause the decay. So they should be strictly avoided. And one more thing I just wanted to say about teething is that most of the time parents they are giving the homeopathic treatment and all when the tooth is erupting. So if the symptoms are mild, then we should try to avoid giving all these supplements if not required because they uh, basically decrease the rate of eruption. They decrease the tooth eruption. So we should try to give the minimal treatment, and if not required, we should not go for it. So this is one thing I wanted to say. And lastly, I wanted to say that mothers should also take care of their oral hygiene. Once you know that you have conceived and you're pregnant, that time also because recent studies they say that gingival hyperplasia in mothers it is related to the low birth weight of the child at the time of when the child is born and even preterm births and even dental problems at times. So basically mother also has to take care of herself because हम vertical transmission तो होता ही है spoon से थ्रू but वैसे भी हम वो फ्लोरा ट्रांसमिट करते हैं तो she should take care of herself also because most of the time हम बच्चे का सोचते हैं we don't take care of ourselves.
I think very valid advice from Dr. Renu. We, as a mother, also she should take good care of her own hygiene as well, oral hygiene. Ma'am, there is one question from Kritika. She's asking 16 months baby had a habit of sleeping while breastfeeding. Shall I avoid it for the betterment or he can continue?
Basically, breastfeeding is not a problem if the child is already 16 months. So gradually she can try to decrease it and stop it. But if she is relating this to dental caries, then here I should mention that we are against baby bottle tooth decay. Taking the milk in the bottle and sleeping with the bottle in the mouth, that is something we strictly say a no to it. We are not saying a no to breastfeeding because the child will breastfeed and after that he'll sleep. But bottle को वो मुंह में लेकर और सोना, that is a problem. और don't add उसमें हम sugars add कर देते हैं. इसमें breastfeeding is not.
Okay, so that was a question from Kritika on a larger interest, but she is also writing, my baby is premature. His upper tooth is erupted and had a lot of irritation, and he has been diagnosed with congenital hypoplasia.
The age of the child has to mention?
Yeah, same child, 16 months.
16 months. Okay. So basically, she's saying that it's a premature. The child was premature. So at that time, dental problems are like a common thing. And if you are saying that the child is having hypoplasia, hypoplastic teeth, she's saying. So in that case, you will have to take extra care of those areas, and eventually you should you should take a regular pediatric dentist की visits होनी चाहिए because कई बार ऐसा होता है कि इन केसेस में आपको ये मॉनिटर करना पड़ता है कि अगर हाइपोप्लास्टिक टीथ हैं तो वो कब किस डिग्री पर कौन सा टूथ कैसे डैमेज हो रहा है तो अकॉर्डिंगली मतलब सिम्टम बेस्ड आपको ट्रीटमेंट देना होता है तो इसलिए आप अपनी तरफ से ओरल हाइजीन जो नॉर्मल मेजर्स होते हैं लाइक ब्रशिंग फ्लॉसिंग एंड बाकी आपके जो वो है अवॉइडिंग द स्टिकी फूड्स एंड ऑल ये जो नॉर्मल प्रोटोकॉल्स हैं ये सारे आपको फॉलो करने हैं बट अलोंग विद दैट आपको एक रेगुलर टच में भी रहना है विद योर पीडियाट्रिक डेंटिस्ट सो दैट any changes in the teeth, any adverse changes, the dentist can see and accordingly they can guide you what has to be done.
Thank you, Dr. Renu. And is there any supplements can be given for a better, Dipti is asking, can we give calcium tablet to children at 6 years? Dr. Anuj.
Not really. If they are lacking, there is some deficiency, especially of vitamin D, then you should give. There are few kids, those who are having active rickets or osteomalacia, then we give calcium. Otherwise, every food has already have calcium. So there is no need of giving extra calcium as such. This will be prejudice of the pediatrician. उसको अगर लगता है तो देंगे.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anuj, sir, and Professor Dr. Enu Dagar, and the attendees. So a lot of compliments coming from the attendees today. Thank you for the beautiful session and addressing to all these queries. And we also like to thank you all for attending the session and getting the benefit. Please do visit to imthebestmom.com and take the other mileage, like we are already having the session for the children, for their yoga, the French program, cover page, cover story, and every Thursday. Don't miss out. The time is 7 o'clock, so you can now and please post your question beforehand so that we can also pass it on to the expert for the day. And we are thank you thank you so much, Dr. Renu, for your time as well for the day. And Dr. Anuj sir, you would like to go through this.
This is a nice saying. No one can take our smiles away when dental decay is kept miles away. You can see such a pretty girl and this tooth is missing. And how her smile is.
So thank you so much for a wonderful evening ahead, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.